Our Bible reading for today is 1 Chronicles chapter 18. This chapter is the same as 2 Samuel chapter 8. In the course of time, David was victorious in building up his kingdom because God was with him. In the west, David defeated the Philistines who had troubled Israel for centuries, and he subdued these troublesome enemies who often dominated Israel. Under the reign of David, he took Gath, the birthplace of Goliath, and its surrounding villages from the control of the Philistines. In the east, David also defeated the Moabites, and they became subject to him and brought him tribute. In the north, David defeated Hadadezer, king of Zobah, in the vicinity of Hamath. God's promise to Abraham was fulfilled in the kingdom of David. Unto thy seed I have given this land, from the river of Egypt in the south, and the great river, the river Euphrates, in the north. When the Arameans of Damascus came to help Hadadezer, king of Zobah, David struck down 22,000 of them. David took the gold shield and brought them to Jerusalem. David took a great quantity of bronze, which Solomon, his son, used to make the bronze sea, the pillars, and various bronze articles in the temple. King David dedicated all these articles to the Lord, which he had taken from all these nations he conquered, from Edom, from Moab, from the children of Ammon, from the Philistines, and from Amalek. The Lord preserved David wherever he went. This is the summary of this whole chapter. What is the moral lesson in this chapter? Number 1. Our success, victories, and prosperity is because God is with us. With God, we are victorious. Number 2, when our ways are pleasing to God, He takes those who are our enemies and makes them to be at peace with us. They may still be our enemies, but they will choose peace rather than to have an open conflict with us. The last part of this chapter, we find the list of David's officials. David reigned over all Israel for 40 years and administered judgment and justice to all his people, and he is generally regarded as the greatest king or ruler Israel ever had. This is how God wanted to reign in the life of Saul. But King Saul resisted the Lord and rejected his spirit. Because David allowed God to subdue him, the nations were subdued before David. Please read 1 Chronicles chapter 18 to get the whole story in full.